Welcome all. So in this video we are going to learn how to prepare a land use map using deep learning technology. So in this presentation, this will be the content: available land use mapping approaches, Sri Lankan land use mapping approaches, proposed framework, process, and finally application. So let's move into the available land use mapping approaches. These are the modern and old land use mapping approaches. So basically they are satellite remote sensing imagery approach, field survey approach, aerial photography approach, remote sensing and crowdsource approach, social sensing data approach. So there are plenty of modern approach to map land uses in different countries, but when it's come to Sri Lanka, we can't afford those modern approaches because we have lack of data resources, then financially affordability, then less technologies and sort of thing. So we have come up with new approach, which is open source approach to map land use using Google Street View images. Right. So this is the current land use mapping method, which is field survey method. There are a few major steps. I'm not going to discuss this. However, let's move into the proposed land use mapping framework. These are the requirements of the proposed land use mapping approach. There are 5 inputs, then there are 2 outputs, softwares and hardware. Since this is a technology based model, the performance of the model will be dependent on the hardware performance. Right. This is the main structure of the proposed land use mapping framework. There are main 3 sections: input, there are 3 inputs; process, there are main 9 processes; finally output. So let's discuss the stages of the proposed framework. There are 3 stages. In first stage, we have to extract transportation layers, POI data, building footprints and natural elements from OSM data. In the second stage, we have to derive industrial, hospital, education institute sort of information from the POI data. So there are layers that we already extracted from the stage 1, and finally we have Google Street View image processing model. Right. This is the critical process of this proposed framework. When it's come to this image processing model, when we input Google Street View image to that developed or trained model, it can predict whether this is commercial land use, whether this is residential land use. So I have already trained this model to identify 2 categories. Right. So let's discuss practical session of this video. First we will learn OSM data processing, then Google Street View image extraction, then identify land use from the trained model, and finally map preparation. Right. So as I already told you, I have developed neural network to identify residential and commercial building from a streetscape image. So let's discuss little bit about neural network. Neural network is something like that. So in our childhood, when we saw something, we just ask mother, what is this? As an example, if we see a chair, we don't know what this object is, but we are asking our mother, what is this? Then mother will reply, this is a chair. Then we can identify that particular object as a chair, right? So we can label it. Another day we see another chair, but we have little confusion because it's like a chair, but we have doubt. So we again ask our mother, what is this object? So mother will reply, this is also a chair. So likewise, when data the sample size is increasing with the time, we can train our brain to identify any chair with the maturity, something like that. So we can train a neural network to identify objects, element from a given image. So this is an example for neural network architecture. There are some hidden layers and software technology things. So in our case, we have trained a model to identify residential commercial building from given streetscape image. Right. So why we took streetscape image, Google streetscape image? Because Google street view images are the widely available image source in the world. So that's why we took Google Street View images. Right. So how to extract Google Street images via develop script. So I have already developed a Python script that will help us to download Google Street View images from particular coordinate. So what we need to do is develop the longitude latitude where we want that Google Street image, then run the Python script based on that coordinates. Okay, this is the model train process. So since I have already trained this process, I am not going to detail this. So this is the neural network architecture that I developed. Okay, so let's jump into the practical session. As I already told you, we have to download OSM data via QGIS. So go to the plugins and search for Open Layers plugin. Right, this is the plugin. There are many plugins that can use for downloading street images. No, sorry, OSM images or OSM data. But I am familiar with this, so you can just install this and go to web and open layers plugin, open OpenStreetMap. Right, it will take few minutes or few seconds to load map. Right, then zoom into location that you online. So zoom into the location that you need Google Street View images. So what we are going to do is the first stage of the framework, extract OSM data from OpenStreetMap. So once you finalize your study area, you can go to vector, OpenStreetMap, download data. Then browse to your folder, OSM data. Okay. Download has been successful. Okay, close. Then close your map. Then add vector data. Go to your browse and search for the selected file. Open. Then it will ask what layers you need to add. So just select all and OK. Right. Now we have got OSM data as layers, but we have to save this as shapefiles. So go to one by one and tick off this OSM multi-string and OSM data other relations. First, I am going to save these OSM data lines. Save as, browse. I will save this as lines. Okay. Override, because I have already saved a file with the lines name. I'm going to overwrite it. Export vector file has been completed. Okay, so this is the exported file. I'm going to remove this OSM data lines. Then OSM multi-polygons, save as, browse, polygon, overwrite. Okay, remove this, and we just need the last one, points. So this, because I have already exported this as this name, you won't get this dialog box. Right. Now we have all the OSM layers as shape files. Now we have to select natural features and all the elements from the different layers. So let's go one by one. So open attribute table of the lines, so you can see what is the data type. There are some columns: name, highway, waterway, aerial way, barrier, man-made, sort of thing. So you can just sort this with the column and find out what are the layers. So I'll do an example. So you can export this canal attribute as a separate layer. So select that features and go to lines and save as. Make sure to save only selected features. I will save this as canal. Canal. Okay. Now I have new layer for canal. Right. Again, I am going to open the attribute table. Now I am going to deselect these selected features. Deselect. Now other layers seem to be related to highway. Highway mean transportation layers. Living estate, residential. These are related to transportation layers. So I am going to select all these features and export them as transport. Make sure to click on this save only selected features. Okay, right. I am going to tick off these lines. Now I can play with symbologies. I mean, you can visualize this based on different colors and all this sort of thing. I just use blue and I will increase the length since this is canal. Okay, see, and transportation layer, expand black. Right. So then polygon layer. Open attribute table. Here we can go for that column called land use. Land. Right. So they have already categorized some areas to land use, but depend on your purpose and depend on your criteria, you can make your land use map based on your purpose. I mean, you can go for industrial, commercial, residential sort of thing, or just building, natural, different classification method, classification level. So I'll use this farmland, right? Construction, commercial. See, you can, if you have doubt, you can go this identify tool and click on the feature. You can search what are the information. It's come under park. This is water, natural. See, so based on that you can export different layers based on the layer attributes. I will I will export few layers. Save as from land. Okay. Then I will deselect election, which park, export, save as park. Okay, then again deselect natural water crossing. First we will properties. Right, that's it. So again I can change the colors. Park, something green, farmland, so green. So, right, so finally we have to extract building footprints as different layers. Open attribute table, building, yes, you can export building. So this all comes under building category. Then polygon, save as, save only selected features. Okay, we have new layer for building. Right. Now the first stage is finished. We have extracted some layers, some information from the OSM data. Now we want the rest of the information to extract rest of the information from Google Street View images. So in order to that we need coordinates or longitude, latitude for the particular area, right? So there are two methods we can get the longitude, latitude. The first method is we can go for buildings. I mean we can generate points for each building and get the latitude and longitude for each building. Or we can go for a road segment. We can generate points along the roads, and based on that point coordinates we can request Google Street View images. Right, I will do a couple of examples. So the first thing is to develop to generate points inside the polygon. We have plugin called Real Centroid. You can just manage and go to manage and manage and install plugin and search Real Centroid. I have already installed that. Once you install it, go to plugins, Centroid, Real Centroids, and select the buildings and browse to your folder. Okay. No. Right. There are some errors, but we have already got the points for the each building center. Alright, I'm going to tick off this building and I have this point layer. I'm going to open the attribute table of the point. So you can see it has extracted all the features, attributes from the building footprints. But there is no column called latitude, longitude. So what I need to do is generate coordinates for these points. So search for add coordinates to points. You can search add coordinates to point. Select this and select the layer which is point BL and output save file points with coordinates. Run. Right, this is the output file. I'm going to open that and expand it. See, you can see X and Y, latitude and longitude. Okay, now almost finished with the OSM data. Right, now we have to get the database or attribute information as CSV file or Excel file. So what we need to do is we have to go for the download location. points with coordinates, right? Points with coordinates. Right, here it is, points with coordinates. Just open dbf file, and you see there are columns. Just remove this column. Right. So now we just need to rename this as below, and save this as a Excel file. I will rename this GSV codes. Okay, done.